Hello, welcome to the Celtic Tiger Motors Garage. This afternoon I am completing a mock-up of the components on the motorcycle prototype, and I just wanted to show you some of the finishing touches that I'm doing right now. I have temporarily mounted the motor and I have positioned the motor such that the front sprocket here is in alignment with the rear sprocket, because that's important, because that's how the chain will go on later. So once I have some permanent mounting structures, I will permanently mount this, but right now it's just being held on with straps. And then the inverter goes on top, and I'm gonna have to figure out how to permanently mount that as well, because there's no way to mount this to the motor at the moment. So the manufacturer did not provide that, even though it is clear that this is the configuration that it must go in, because what you see here are the three phases of the AC motor. So in some countries you see ABC phases. In the United States, we mostly use ABC. In other countries like Canada and Europe, they use UVW. So this is U, V, and W. And I verified on the motor that that is correct. But you see that the wires are not very long. So it's not like, I could mount the inverter over here or up here. It has to go right here because the wires won't reach, and they have to reach. So anyway, I'm just tightening these now. This is a 10 millimeter. Oh, by the way, I had to provide my own 10 millimeter fasteners. So it came with the lock nuts, but it did not come with the bolts. Right? Isn't that, why would you do that? So I don't know. I understand that the manufacturer made this motor and this inverter to my engineering specifications. I understand that. However, give me the fasteners that go with it. I'm glad that I bought some M10 fasteners, and I just guessed on the length. This is the length that I assume is good for this purpose. I have some longer ones. They're all M10s and they're copper, because by the way, if you're doing electrical projects like this, you want to use, like if you're connecting to your battery or to your inverter or battery management system, please use copper fasteners. That's going to work much better for you than stainless steel. It's going to conduct electricity, and it's going to be more efficient in the long run, and it may help your battery range. So I just thought I would point that out. But anyway, I thought this is probably too long, right? So I just picked them out of my box, and here we are. And it's working. This is tight. By the way, it was very difficult to get these wires to bend into the position. Much more difficult than I thought. Much more difficult. I had to use some pretty strong pliers to get it to even move. I thought I could just move it with my hand. No, not so much. Not so much. Okay, that's really tight. And I'll find a way to permanently mount these later. But anyway, that's what it looks like right now. And the mock-up is almost complete. All I have to do is put the throttle on. And this is the throttle, also known as a potentiometer on an electric vehicle. And so it's going to be mounted somewhere underneath here, because I think I've mentioned this before, but you're going to need to put it in the same place that your original throttle would have been. So in a traditional internal combustion engine, your throttle control is actually down here in the engine somewhere, and then the wire, or in this case it's a wire, but in the case of an ICE, it has a cable that goes from down here up through the handlebars to your throttle, your twisty throttle. So that's going to do the same thing. It's just that mine will be a wire that connects up top, and it's going to do the same thing. You twist the throttle and it will activate this lever, which is a potentiometer, which all that means is that it's a voltage controller. So the more voltage, the more power, the more speed, you speed up. You get it? Anyway, so all I have to do is do that, and then the mock-up will be complete, well, almost complete. I have to get the wiring in, but that's all I'm going to do for today. So thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you next time on the Celtic Tiger Motors Garage. Have a great day.